Hello, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Si Rielus po at bumabati ng happy Father's Day sa inyong lahat. At to all our fathers out there, happy Father's Day sa inyo. And I know na napaka-importante ng isang ama sa isang tahanan because as you know, I grew up nang hindi ko na-experience ang father's love dahil my dad passed away when I was only 11 months old. So to me, even though Father's Day, I did not have that memory of my father growing up, but I feel that how important it is to have a father. And I applaud all the fathers out there. Hello, Proiski TV, all the way from Masbate, Philippines. Thank you so much for joining. I just want to give a huge shout out to all the fathers out there. And kung hindi pa kayo father, yung mga naging tatay ninyo ay isanduduhan natin kasi it's good to remember the fondest memory with your dad. So para sa akin, when I read the messages I see from my Facebook friends of how their dad has changed their life and the memories they have with their dad, it may, kahit na, even though I have not experienced it, I feel like I have experienced having a father. So that's a question for all of you. And what's your fondest memory of your dad? So, Proiski, kung hindi ka pa tatay, anong experience mo with your dad that is very memorable to you? And I'm sure it can help others to, just like me, who never experienced having a father. It will help me to realize how important really a father is in one's life. Pero bago yan, meron akong ginawang I will share with you a little video ginawa ko para sa aking na-experience na sa aking I'm glad na na-experience ko ang love of father through my husband and through the people who helped me and supported me to all my life I have experienced how to have a father through the people who helped me. And I wanted to point out my husband is the one I have felt the closest because through him I can see how it feels like to have a dad through my children. So I want to share with you and honor my husband. Hello, my sister Charlotte. Thank you so much for joining. And hello, happy Father's Day to Noel. Yes, and to your husband to Prosper. And sabi ni Proiski, I don't have ate, but my wife said strolling in the city of Masbate. That is nice. At these are pictures of how nice it is to have a father, and I'm so glad that I can see how beautiful it is to have a father for through my husband and for him sharing his love for my children. Yes. Tuning in lang ate. Yes, thank you so much, Proiski TV, ang aking kaibigan all the way from Masbate. But I wanted to also recognize ang lahat po ng mga kaibigan at mga tatay dyan. Hello, Jawo, ITP Ken. Thank you so much. Charlotte Nambo Nambo is all the way from New York, and she is the Women's Federation for World Peace chairwoman from New York. Yes, thank you so much, Jawo, and happy Father's Day to you as well. just sharing this how important it is for all of us to have a father figure around. And uh, even though I did not have a father figure, I realized how important it is for fathers out there to feel empowered and to know that you are truly God's half, because mother and father is very important in a child's life. I grew up with a very strong mom because she became a widow at 34. I was 11 months old. And at that time, I really thought, I can live without a father. I don't think fathers are important. But as I grow older, I realized there is some part of me now that I am much older. I realize some part of me that is actually missing. And that is because I realize I have not experienced that father's love. And as I was mentioning a while ago, I'm glad that I have experienced uh, somehow God sent me father figure. I have met Kuya Mike Sablan, who became my spiritual father, and through him, the connection of having a father and daughter relationship, even though we are just spiritual parent and child, but I felt so close to him that he is truly a father figure to me. And he taught me through Father, the Reverend Sun Young Moon, who became my spiritual father. That through that, I was able to experience what it feels like to have a dad. And my husband is the one who I can see that his love for our children is what completes a family. So I hope you too can share your experience with your father and the father figure around you, that um, it's very important how we raise our men this time to make them feel they are valuable, just as women are valuable in our society. How we empower women and how we empower all the men in our um, family can truly help us to understand that man and woman are in complete role when father and mother are both together. Kaya, but of course, to those parents na wala silang nagbyuda or nagkahiwalay, um, circumstances can happen. But I hope that many more men will be empowered and take the role of mahalin din yung mga bata na walang mga magulang, lalo na yung walang ama. So it is very hard for families to grow. Those people who lost their fathers, who lost their mother. Yes, especially at this time, we have made so many orphans because of the COVID situation. Many families have lost their father or their mother because of the COVID situation or circumstances that they lost one parent. I wish that there will be more and more parents or fathers who will step up to take care of the family that has lost their father. Even just to become a father figure to them, it makes a big difference to know that someone you can rely on them and you can make them feel that, oh, that's how it feels to have a father. For all of you uncles and neighbors who can step up to a family who don't have a child, who don't have a father, um, it will make a big difference in someone's life if you take them, even take them out for a donut or coffee or ice cream. this child will always remember what you have done to them. And so I wish that many more fathers can take that leadership role. And even though you are not the biological parent of this child, of this kid, but if you love them like your own children, you'll never know the power it can do to this child. So I hope that you and your family will be more blessed as you help other children to feel how it feels to have a father. And for those father, um, especially today, I know it's your day, but make every day a very special one that your child can always remember the fondest memory with you. Um, I'm talking to someone. I'm talking as someone who never experienced a father. So I wish that um, you can be a father figure in someone's life and in the life of your children. You are as precious and as important as a mother. And that's why a father and mother is very important in a family. And for someone who has lost a father at a young age, I encourage uncles there to help a child to feel how it feels to have a father. And um, it's hard in the family if you have very little connection with your uncle. I remember one of my uncle, my dad's brother. He did not have a son or a child. He never married, but maybe he comes to our house and always asks us how are we doing. And even though we are not that close, but I always remember my uncle because that's how I can feel a father's love through him. So I hope that you will have a wonderful day today, and for you to know how valuable you are, how important you are in the life of your child and in the lives of many that you can touch just by being a father figure in someone's life. By the way, gusto ko pong magpasalamat sa isang napakagandang father, Berlin Pineda. Naka-experience ako ng kanyang ano garden produce. Bernie is so nice that she drove by, they're passing by to Chandler and gave me some of their produce today. And thank you so much, Berlin and Bernie, for this wonderful treat. This is zucchini. Tingnan mo naman kalaki. This is, oh my God, almost two. This is more than a ruler size, and this is more than 6 inches as well. Thank you so much, Bernie, for this wonderful treat, as well as my coworker is still asking for mask, and Bernie just dropped me the mask that my coworker has ordered. This her mask is truly amazing. It's one of the best masks. My coworker says he um, recommend the mask that Bernie made. So as we are gearing up, mask up Arizona, as we are experiencing a rise in COVID here in our state, I hope that you will put on your mask and stay healthy and stay happy and be proactive with your health. Hand washing is a number one key, and mask is another way how we can protect ourselves and the people around us. And sana po ay magkaroon kayo ng magandang araw. Uy, hindi ko na alam, may iba palang nag-suggest dito. Thank you so much, Jawo, and happy Father's Day to you and to your family. And to all the fathers out there, maraming salamat po for all that you do for your family and for our families out there. Please be careful and be safe. And God bless you. Oh, Charlotte says, Happy Father's Day to all the men who don't have children but have a great heart to love and embrace children. That is true. And that is one thing that I wanted to share to the many men and fathers out there. I know that you love your family, but sharing a love for someone who never had a father, it will make a big difference in someone's life. And as we know, many of the children who have the fathers who are very much involved with the care of their children, those children are the one who become so successful. And so I encourage you, fathers, to really be a part of your children's life. Um, Usually children are very close to their mom at a young age, but especially for daughters, how important it is to have a father figure during the time of your teenage years is when teenager daughter and a mom, that's the time that they will not be in good sync. It's very hard, but having a father out there who is a good connection for this child, even the child will rebel to the mom, but having a father figure who will take care of them and will talk to them, they will pacify this child who is having a rebellious attitude. That's why fathers are important, and it is to the sons. It is very important to have a father figure as the son is growing up. The teenage years is where the father is the most important in the family. As the son is being molded to who they are, they look forward to someone who they can look up to. And without a father figure, the son will be looking for father figures in the street, and that's why many of our children in America are resorting to gang and to violence because they never have that father figure at home. And the same way with the daughters, if the daughters never seen how a woman should be taken care of by their fathers, or how a woman should be taken care of by a husband, by through their mother and father's relationship, then the kid can have no idea how to really expect to be taken care of by a true man. So that's why it's important to really have a father figure. Hi, Ate Josie Careza Lee. Thank you so much for joining. And as I'm just mentioning how important it is for fathers and every father figure to be in the life of the children that we have and those who are around us, because you never know the impact and the power that you can bring to these children once you embrace them and you nurture them as they grow up. So maraming salamat po, through this broadcast, through this live stream. I hope that many other families can be a foster father or be an uncle to someone who never experienced one. You will make a huge difference in someone's life just becoming a father figure for someone who never have one. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless you. Thank you.